This beans for breakfast eating girl from England decided that she wanted to sleep with 100 dudes in a day, and she actually went through with it.
Morning, so today is the day where I get run through by 100 guys. I am doing the first group of the day. I think I'm 10 guys down and this is the next 5, so.
Oh yeah, I want that.
Very, very excited.
This dude named Josh Peters made a whole YouTube documentary about it. And after the event was finished, this is what Lily had to say.
When was the last time you ate?
I think I had a yum yum, and I think I had a sandwich, and that was kind of, and then the rest. It's not for the weak, girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Why not?
I think if you're a different type of girl, it's very like, it's kind of like being a prostitute in a sense of like, it's just a different feeling. I don't know how to explain it, like...
It's not like just having sex with someone.
Yeah. Just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Now, the look on her face and the sound of her voice makes it look like she regrets her choices. She said it kind of feels like prostitution. And I'd argue that it is prostitution. Here's another clip from the aftermath.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're gonna do this, and like it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal sex at all. In my head right now, I can think of like 5, 6 guys, 10 guys that I remember, and that's it. But it's just, I don't know, it's just weird, isn't it? Like, if I didn't have the videos, I wouldn't have known I've done 100, you know? But yeah. I think that was kind of the hard part, is like conversing with them, and like when they'd kind of be like, oh, like we've only had 2 minutes or 3 minutes and you said 5 on the message.
Did someone say that to you?
Yeah. And obviously it just makes me feel so bad.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you've promised something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all.
This girl made herself 100 men's cum dumpster. She's explaining that this is pretty much the most inorganic way to have sex, and she had to block most of it out. She blocked out like 90% of the total experience. Now, if you ask me, this was a terrible decision to make, but this decision was made on her accord. The dudes involved are complete sickos, cause man, after the first one, if you number 2 on, dog, that just doesn't sound appealing whatsoever. I can't think of any circumstances where I'd be okay with this. Yuck. Just yuck. Ew. Now, Lily is an OnlyFans model. She didn't just wake up and decide to have sex with 100 dudes randomly. She is an OnlyFans model. And obviously she wanted some clout, and she wanted to be on the internet for doing this wild stunt. She wanted to do something that was never done before, and she did it, apparently. I don't know if anybody's ever had intercourse with 100 people in a day. So she did it. World record breaker. Now, honestly, you have 1 consenting woman and you have 100 consenting dudes. I think I read it was 101 or something like that. Everybody consented to the ordeal. No problem, right? Adults can do whatever they want to. As gross as I may think it is, you have a right to do whatever you want to. But no, we have to equate women to children because they cannot make good decisions for themselves. Even with complete agency over their bodies, they are still the victims of men. So after these clips of her crying and seemingly regretting the decisions that she made and having sex with 100 men, men are getting blamed because this girl wanted to do this.
Nigga, what? Man, I'm saying this.
I really wish I was making it up too. Lily Phillips sleeping with 100 men in one day was enough for me to turn into an anti-pornography person. Like, that was egregious. She cried at the end because she felt like she didn't please the men enough. I think she was in actuality feeling used, abused, and raped borderline. Hear me out. Men queuing up to sleep with Lily Phillips aren't much different from those who abused Giselle Pellicott. Who is Giselle Pellicott, you might ask? You look up Giselle Pellicott, and the first thing you see on Google is an article from BBC titled, "The 50 Men Accused in Mass Grape of Giselle Pellicott." They're comparing these men to grapists. These dudes are disgusting for sure, but they are not grapists. They did exactly what Lily wanted them to. The way this Lily Phillips thing upsets me, let's look past the fact that she and her team put out the call for 100 men. The fact that they not only got responses, but that the men who showed up wouldn't even let her stop when she was so clearly out of it. Come on, what the fuck? She added a tweet under the post that said, "I can't even articulate how depraved you have to be as a man to participate in grape adjacent shit like this." Somebody commented, "You can tell she feels so violated, but she doesn't feel like she owns the space to feel that because she probably felt like she was her biggest abuser, along with all those men. I hope she finds tangents of joy somewhere because she looks stuck in the ordeal. Sad to see." And the original tweeter said, "It was so heartbreaking for real. I hope she heals from this because even I could feel how traumatic it was for her just off a video. I also wish horrible things for the 100 men as well as her team." There's an essay in here somewhere about how the men who signed up for Lily Phillips' sex marathon and the ones who raped Giselle Pellicott are two sides of the same coin. Women are mere service tools and they do to them what they can get away with under the circumstances. Y'all gonna make me say some real hurtful things, yo. Truly. I think every man involved in that Lily Phillips thing should die. The discourse around the woman who slept with 100 men in a day is really pissing me off. This girl is so clearly traumatized and she's getting all the shade, not the 100 men who lined up to use her. Honestly, fuck men. Just watch the full doc and men flying from different countries to sleep with her. A man being so shaken afterwards that he couldn't even hold up a water bottle to his face. Her full on shedding tears after this clip. Male sexuality is so destructive. Everyone keeps hating on Lily Phillips, but ignore the 101 men who participated. The ratio of sick men to women is the reason few women become this sick. And look at this quote tweet. "Every single man that participated is a grapist." Dude, if y'all don't get real, man, like what? I'ma just say it. Women are children. We have to treat them as such. Simple as that. They reduce themselves to the likes of children every single day. I genuinely want to know, how is it the men's fault? This girl organized it. This girl went through with it. Her assistant that made sure everything was running smoothly was a woman. How is it a man's fault? How is it men's fault in general? I do not understand it. Ladies, you are never going to beat the allegations, dog. This woman puts all this together. Dudes do exactly what she wants them to do. And she's the victim of men. If she's the victim of anything, she's the victim of modern day feminism. This whole concept of reclamation of power through sexual freedom is stupid. It was an idiot that made this up. And I remember growing up, that was something that was stressed so hard by the female species. And every single time, the emotional toll that it dealt was too strong for any woman to ever handle. They really got y'all in La La Land. You need to leave. This is the fault of feminism. Nobody held a gun to this girl head and said, "Fuck me." I'm gonna say it one more time. She orchestrated and went through with the event. And the assistant that made sure everything went smoothly was a woman. All the men did was show up and play the role that she asked them to play. Now, they're gross. They're very disgusting individuals. Except for the first one. The first one, he's not that gross. But everybody else after him, oh my God, filthy. But where in this whole situation did they make her a victim? What warrants y'all comparing these men to grapists? You can call them gross all you want, but grapists? Are you insane? Never, ever, ever, ever gonna beat the allegations, yo. Never. You know what the craziest part is? This girl got y'all fooled because this was just a scrimmage. This was 7-on-7. This wasn't even a freaking big game.
Last week I did 101 guys. Now this was just the warm-up because in February I'm going to be the first person ever to reach 4 digits of guys all in one day. Yes, 1,000 guys. Now this is going to be a ticketed event, so make sure you follow for more details. I want you to be a part of this.
Right after this woman finished 100 men, she posted a flyer saying that she was going to do 1,000 men in 24 hours, January 2025. Says it's a male talent casting call. But no, the only reason that she's doing this is because of men. Like, you freaking, you losers.
So on Saturday, I got run through by 101 guys. Now, I've had a lot of backlash so far about it, and I've seen some of the videos and I see your side. Like, I am not trying to encourage other girls to be doing that, like if they don't want to and feel like they have to do that. But my side is like, I'm just a girl trying to enjoy myself, trying to have fun, trying to make some content for you all, you know, trying to get my bag. Like, this is fun to me, this is what I enjoy, no one is forcing me to do this. And I feel like we're going back in time to where women are getting shamed for being a sluzzer, when I thought that's what we were trying to get away from.
So really, she got y'all fooled. She ain't traumatized. I'm pretty sure that the whole documentary was a promo run, dog. She just wanted to get the reactions out of y'all, and she made you guys look stupid, like straight idiots. Let's just say she wasn't gonna do the deed with 1,000 men, and she was actually gonna stop at 100 because she really regretted the experience. If that was the case, it truly was not the fault of any man. It was her fault. She set it up. She has agency over her own body. She's a grown woman. Why do we have to treat her like a child? She may be mentally messed up in the head. I think so. She's on OnlyFans getting plowed down like all the time. Go look at her Twitter. But really though, this is an adult. Why can't she be accountable for the things that she puts herself through? If she was a real victim, because clearly she's not. She got 1,000 dudes she finna get lined up to do the same exact thing. 10 times the scale of what happened with 100 men. But is that not her choice? Is that not her doing? What are we talking about here? These women are insane, dude, and scary to be around. Like, actually terrifying. Imagine you had a credit card with $100,000 credit limit, and you decided to go find 100 people and tell them, hey, you can spend $1,000 on my credit card each. And then after they max out your credit card that you can't pay back, you're up here like, oh, dude, you guys messed up my credit. You guys stole from me. You guys ruined my life. How dumb does that sound? Who did it? Tell me who did it. Was it you who gave them the authority to do this, to take your credit card and spend all that money? Or was it them for taking the opportunity? Who did it? Just like, come on. The dudes are still gross, and that's okay. They're freaking filthy. If you ask me still, she's way filthier. And like, that's okay. That is what it is. We have to be honest and we have to take things for what they are. Women, please stop calling yourselves the equal of men and then reducing yourself to the likes of children. Please stop doing that. Because of all this ruckus, dudes is out here talking about we should have never gave women the right to vote because they reduced themselves to the likes of children. Like, and you can't even argue with that. I don't believe that you guys can do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? You guys are all grown and you're all my equals. But when y'all start going off on stuff like this and start victimizing yourselves for your own doing, how you gonna argue with something like that? It just doesn't make any sense. And I'm gonna say it one more time. If this woman was truly regretful of her decision, she is a victim of feminism, modern day feminism, and the reclamation of power through sexual freedom. That retarded, stupid idea. It is a very dumb idea. If you live by that, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. And like, we all think you're stupid. Like, honestly, you just sound dumb. When dudes found out that y'all was doing that, all we thinking is slut me out. Cause we don't care, bro. Like, honestly, we don't care. That's the video though. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be dropping some more pretty soon. But I just couldn't believe that, like, I was reading all this. It was out of line. It made no sense. I felt like I was losing brain cells every second. Can't wait to see the aftermath of Lily's part 2, 1,000 men. I cannot believe she wants to do this, but she do it for some reason. So let her do what she want to do. She grown. I'll catch y'all later.